Okay, so I usually hear a question. I usually get these complaints on the ground, especially with my students, with people I meet on the street, and I usually get it online as well. People who are complaining about spending way too much money as their hair is natural, and so they're considering going back to relaxer. I don't spend more money on my natural hair than I did on my relaxed hair at all, and it's because I'm a product minimalist. So one thing I would encourage people who are in the market for products to do is to familiarize yourself with popular ingredients that are in products. Especially if you're looking to get into the whole natural hair products, the whole natural products with natural ingredients business, then it would be wise to familiarize yourself with popular ingredients. Stuff like burdock root, stuff like cetyl alcohol. These are things you'd always find. Benzimonium methyl sulfate, also known as BTMS. You need to familiarize yourself with such ingredients. And in doing so, it would increase your knowledge base so that when you go to the store and you pick up a product, you would be able to determine whether you know all the ingredients or not. You would be able to determine whether this is a product with majority of good ingredients. And usually products with good ingredients would work well across the board for different hair types. And so that is one of the ways you can minimize on being a product junkie and spending excessive amounts of money buying products and still not finding that your products work. Another thing is just get a few staple products. So don't go and buy out the entire store. I always tell people who are starting out on the natural hair journey that, especially my clients, I tell them, don't go and buy out the whole store. So I will, again, check out my product recommendations. These are good products across hair types, and you only need one in each category. And the different categories are cleansing. You also have deep conditioning, you have your rinse out conditioners, and your leave-in conditioners, and your oils, your sealants. These are the 5 main categories that you need for products, and you don't need anything else. So at minimum, you only need 5 products in your stash, and that is going to last you. If it works for you, don't change it. There are a number of products on the market. If you keep running and chasing after everything that somebody recommends, then you're going to find yourself in trouble and you're going to find yourself spending excessive amounts of money. Another thing for Caribbean naturals, I would recommend that you make an investment. Generally, the products and the product brands that are on the ground are not catered to natural hair. One, and those that are on the ground that cater to natural hair are usually not from very good brands and they don't have the best ingredients. So you'd probably have to make an investment and order a stash of products so that you have good products on hand, and that would prevent you from spending excessive money. In terms of tips, again, like I said, I will make a video about my tips as to how to retain length, how I've grown my hair so long over the 6-year period, and I'll be making these videos soon. Anything about my length I will be making soon because I intend to chop it up soon. Hopefully I follow through, guys. So this question is a bit confusing. So the individual is asking about detangling, and because you mentioned shrinkage in the same line of detangling, I'm assuming that you're using moisture, usually with a water-based product to detangle, and so it's causing your hair to shrink, and so you're braiding your hair to stretch your hair every night. Okay, that being said, shrinkage is not a bad thing. I hear people speaking about shrinkage as if it's the devil, and shrinkage is the beast. However, shrinkage is actually a sign that your hair is healthy. It shows that your hair has the ability to elasticize, and so it has the ability to bounce back when it comes in contact with the moisture. So shrinkage is not a bad thing. Sometimes we need to learn to embrace the shrinkage. It's not going anywhere if your hair is healthy, unless you want to heat train your hair, otherwise known as heat damage. That being said, if your moisture regimen is working for your hair needs, then you would not have to moisturize and detangle every single day. That is a bit much even for me. I don't do it. I touch my hair once a week on wash day usually, unless my hair was very, very tangled or I want to change my style up in the week. So check out my videos on the different ways to moisturize, and also check your products. Sometimes the consistency of your product does not work for your hair needs. For me, there are often exceptions to the rule, but I don't do with lotion. I don't do well with lotions generally, and creams, heavier creams work better for me. So check out the consistency of your product.